Welcome, welcome, welcome. FE Miss Paul live stream. Facebook, we're on over here. We're going to be shucking some oysters, eating oysters tonight. I got a bunch of different stuff to put on them, traditional. Somebody said this stuff's traditional, but I ain't never seen nothing before like that. I got some J.O., I got some Old Bay hot sauce. I got her all going. So we're going to do the dang thing. We'll try shucking them. These are Bay oysters. I don't exactly know where they're from, but these are all Chesapeake Bay oysters. I didn't get anything out of state or whatever. A lot of times they're a little saltier. I want to stick with because I'm not exactly sure where they're from. Good size oysters though. A lot of, right at, that one's open. That ain't good. Right at 3 inches. Couple nice bigger ones. I like them big ones. Them nice big giant ones. The cow tongues. So, if you got any questions about the season, Chesapeake Outdoors, hi, how you doing? They're from the water. Yeah, Marvin, I appreciate that. They're definitely from the water. So we're gonna shuck some of these oysters, eat some oysters. We're gonna try different sauces, different toppings. Gotta put something on them, I believe. I don't know, maybe not, but some people don't. But I got my trusty oyster shucking knife here from Maryland Seafood. I think I won this in a the heck was it, like a contest or something they did on Facebook or something. I don't know. Salty Life 365. Love you guys. Appreciate that. Give us a thumbs up. If you can give us a thumbs up, that helps get the stream going here, get it out to more people. Appreciate that. Facebook. Chew or just swallow. Mark, what's up, man? Of course you chew them up. I mean, why would you just swallow them? It's like you got to chew them. How is she going to eat them? How is she taste them? I mean, that's the way I look at it. I don't know. Maybe some people don't, but we'll see how these do. I think this one was actually open. You want to make sure they got juice in them. That's your one main. Griffin Woodworks, how you doing? It's going good. I'm getting ready to eat some oysters. I just had some dinner. I would not say I'm the best oyster shucker. I don't shuck them all that often, but I can hold my own. This one still got a little juice in it. Might have got the lip busted on it. So there's one pretty bay. Oyster, as they say on the shore. Make sure you save your shells and put them back in the water or throw them in one of them recycle bins or whatever, I guess. I like get them from the front lip. Go in through the front. Clean your knife off a little bit. Get that loose shell and go in. Work at top. Muscle off. You can run it in. Like I said, I ain't the best, but we'll get them shucked out. They're dry. That one's a little dry. They don't have water in them. I don't usually fool with them. That one's a little dry. Might be old. Might have been in the cooler for a few days or something. I don't know. John, yeah, they're local oysters. Why are you smelling it? You got to smell them. Make sure they're still good. Bronco, good to see you. I don't mess with oysters. You won't get sick. That's a good way to do it. I mean, crazy sick. There's a good one. I can see this one's got a little juice in it. Oh, this one's going to be good. They got that funky smell Probably don't want to eat them. Heard that here first. I should have said we got to get to work. Been slacking off here. Depending on where they're from, we might even see some pea crabs. I don't know. So we're going to try all these different seasoning. I made up this Mignonette seasoning or Mignonette sauce or something it's called. It's shallots, red wine vinegar, and pepper. And supposedly, like, it's a hot lick over, I don't know, shallots. These shallots I got, they're super fancy. They're from France. So, I don't know. I figured I'd try it. If it don't smell right, it ain't. It ain't right. Smells like fish. It's a dish. Yeah, throw it in the river. Throw it back in the river if it smells like fish. Should smell good. But these are local oysters. We're going to try a bunch of different toppings on them. Shoot, man, this one's dry too. That ain't no good. I don't like them dry. Probably old. Been sitting in the cooler too long. I should have got them fresh. I got a buddy down in Shady Side that's got a bar. I guess this one's got a little liquids. Probably been in the cooler a little while. But he's got his own bar. He goes out, gets them fresh. You can get them fresh. And I wanted to get down there to get them, but I didn't get a chance to go. I just stopped and got a 2 dozen of them or whatever. Bill says, why did you make the point to save the shells? Well, the shells, if you throw these in your driveway, they're not going to do anything. They're, if you put them back in the bay, when you go out fishing the next time, chuck them overboard. You got stuff that can grow on them. I mean, ideally put them back on an oyster bar, but to me, it's better to get them back overboard for mussels, more oysters, whatever, to set back on them and put them back in the ecosystem, because once they come out, then they're gone. They're out of the ecosystem. We try to keep them, in the system, because there's, only so many shells out there. And the more shells in the bay, the more chances mussels can set, more oysters can set. This one's a tough one here. Somebody, I missed a comment. I shucked oysters once at a raw oyster bar, and something black with lots of legs came out of one and ran across the floor and disappeared faster than I could identify what it was. I never seen that. I've seen plenty of pea crabs, but they don't go running across the floor like that. Well, this one ought to be good. This one's good and stuck together. I missed the comment there. Jeff Coates, how you doing, brother? Thinking of you, we are. Is it just me, or are local oysters smaller than what they used to be? I remember them being huge. Yeah, it depends. I mean, a lot of guys, John, or a lot of bars are getting worked more. So the oysters are, they're not growing as big, and they're getting harvested more. A lot of oysters, like when they're pulling them out of season, I mean, they're super tiny. That's what they want for the raw bars and all. And is the small oysters. They don't want, they don't want any big ones. And I think this one's dry too. Dang, going. Nah, this one's good. So they don't grow as big. There was the one skipjack that worked up here a couple years ago. He was catching them like 4 or 5 inch big giant oysters. I mean, they're like cow tongues when you eat them. The West Coast oysters, like Washington State oysters, a lot of them get real big, and they're not as nice. The reason they're small is because that's how they want them. The Shuckin, the people for raw bars and all the, any of the smaller oysters, that's what people want to eat is the small ones because they're easy. I guess they're better for shucking or, like you say, most people don't want to eat a big giant oyster. I love the big ones. What I look out for if I'm picking out, you can't pick up a crab from a crab feast and drop it back, weight it, but you can look through the oysters and get them big giant ones because most people don't want them anyway. But I like the big gnarly ones, big giant ones, more to chew on. Bronco asks any reports. As far as I know, the oyster has been phenomenal. Somebody last week on the live stream commented and said they were done in a couple hours with their limit, and oyster had been really good. So see, there ain't water dripping out of them. That's a shame. You want that water in them to get that good flavor. They've probably been in the cooler a while, I guess. Yeah, they're still damp. I like them with all that juice in them, and they'll kind of lose that over time. But maybe not. Maybe they're fresher than I think, and they're just don't have a lot of moisture in them right now. Who knows? Take your shells to Oyster Recovery Project. They'll recycle them back to the bay. Yeah, those guys take and put them out on the reefs. The restaurants and all get a tax credit. And they a lot of places recycle their shells because they get a tax credit through ORP, and ORP a lot of times puts them back on sanctuary bottom, which takes away from us. I'm not going to get into all the logistics of oysters and oystering and all the issues and everything else. There's some stuff going on now. That ain't I don't have a dog in that fight, so I'm going to keep on keeping on here. But that's a good one there, nice and juicy, big fat. Oh, man, that's going to be good to eat right there, Cap. Chop Tank Sweets, 1011 the guy. Chop Tank Sweets are always good local. Are they aquaculture oysters probably? I know there's quite a few guys down in Chop Tank that have, their own leases and bars and whatever else. Daily Charters, former Marylander, now in Biloxi. Man, you picked the right place to go. I don't blame you. I may end up down some way down that way myself. You never know. What kind of charters you take? Daily Charters? Not daily as in each day, but the last name daily. What kind of fishing you do? I would starve if you were shucking. Hey, I'm trying to answer questions and talk here. Don't be making fun of me now. Floaters, yeah. The Chinkatigs, a true Chinkatig is long and skinny, real snappy looking because they grow right on top of each other and the tide changes and whatever, but they're super salty. A lot of Chinkatigs they would take bay oysters, soak them in a tide cycle in Chinkatig, and then sell them as Chinkatigs. But you can tell if they look round and solid, big, heavy shells on them, if you're not snapping the tips off on them and they're them snappy long oysters, they ain't Chinkatigs. I said I wasn't the best shucker. And I'm shaking the TV too. As long as I don't stick myself, we'll be good. So we're gonna get. Oh, here we go. Daily Charters, redfish snapper, worked as a deckhand out of Seneca Creek and got hooked. Yeah, I feel you there. I think you picked the right spot though to head to Biloxi. Just my thoughts. Oh, that's a good, nice, juicy one here. Pretty oyster. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 shucked out in 15 minutes. That ain't horrible. Amanda, Pasadena Life. Love following you. I appreciate it. I thought I missed a comment. That's funny. Sorry. We say, yeah. We say make your knife. Kevin says we say make your knife no longer than what you want to stick through your hand. You're doing fine. Yeah, I'm this first oysters I eat this year, so I'm gonna take it easy. I'm trying to talk and work as usual, which don't always go well. I can only do one thing at one time. I've done said that. So if you're just tuning in, give us a thumbs up. There you go. Give us a thumbs up on the YouTube, or a like on the Facebook, and I'm shucking these oysters out. We're gonna try. We got cocktail sauce, the old traditional. That's a lot of like what I like. I got some of this Mignonette sauce. I don't know if I'm saying that right or not, but it's shallots, red wine vinegar, and black pepper mixed together. That's supposedly how to eat them. Supposedly it tastes awesome. I don't know. I'm gonna tell you here in a second. Like France and overseas, I guess they eat a lot of it. I don't know. I got some JO #1. This is what you want to put on everything else, basically. Not necessarily on your crabs that don't have the flake salt in it. It's just seasoning, and I got the 50% less salt, so it's even more seasoning in there. And then we got some Old Bay hot sauce, hun. We're going to put some of that on the oysters, too, and try them. That's some good stuff right there. That stuff is real good. Man, it's so good. Not super duper crazy hot. Taste of... Get the taste of Old Bay and all, and oh man, it's so good, so good. All right, so what are we gonna try first? Old Faithful, maybe. Old cocktail sauce. See if we can figure out where these bays came from. Tedman, greetings from Rock Hall. How you doing? Yeah, I forgot to say, tell us where you're checking in from. Keep your job crabbing, forget shucking oysters. Hey, I will. Don't worry about it. Never tried with Old Bay hot sauce. There you go. Chula garlic Griffin says Chula garlic chili hot sauce is awesome. There you go. I didn't think to try that. I did see there up the Gershbacks, they got I didn't know JO had so many different seasons. Got to be 50 different blends, like lemon pepper and jalapeno, and they even got like JO Bay or something it's called, and I mean all kind of crazy stuff. Alan says best cocktail and tartar sauce is Phillips. I got this up to Aldi. It'll work. I like to make my own. I like to add some extra hot sauce. Extra horseradish in there or whatever. Scott asked if I eat the salt crabs, the pea crabs or whatever. Yeah, if you find one. I don't eat them all, but I'll eat them. Just if I found one today, I'd eat it for you guys just to show you it's possible. So if you're one of them young people on here, which, you know, I don't know what age even that is. These old glass bottles here that ain't squirt bottles and everything else, you gotta work it out. People putting a knife in there and all that kind of crazy stuff. You gotta be goofy. That's what they used to have at all the diners and all everything else. Donaldo, this is great. Just as I was feeling down about blue crabs pretty much being done, this reminder we have oysters with beer and look forward to. Amen. Absolutely. We got tons of good stuff. You know what I forgot was a daggone fork. I like to be civilized, but I'm gonna tell you what. That's good. That's real good. Got some good salt to it. Ain't super salty, but it's salty enough. Man, that's a good oyster right there. I gotta go back and ask them where they're from. Robert commented, no, Robert, I don't gill net. You boys can have all that fun. I never got into fooling with it. Oh, Now, this is the JO #1. Number 2 is what we steam our crabs with. Number 1 is like straight season, and there's not the big flake salt in it and all that kind of stuff. So it's definitely better. You want to try one? I got a taste tester here.
And I brought a fork.
A fork. Good. You want some cocktail?
Sure. That's what I like to eat.
That's even cold. That's even cold cocktail. Slurp them down. Oh, you got to get it off of there. Maybe I didn't pick it off with the fork. Might not have got it off completely. Ah, there it is. Just didn't slide off. They're not super juicy. They're just kind of there. So I'm gonna try this. What do you think? Good. I'm gonna try this Mignonette or something it's called. I don't know. Why you got me pronouncing this kind of stuff? Yeah, pop them in the oven. Yeah, you can do that too to pop them, to crack them. If you can't, what's to say? If you can't shuck oysters, you ain't no crabber if you can't shuck oysters. Amen to that. I appreciate that comment. So we're gonna try some of this Mignonette sauce here.
I'll try some of that. Shiver.
Huh.
What does it taste like? Better?
I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I'm lost. I'm lost for words, and that ain't often. I don't.
Bad.
I mean, I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say either one. I don't know. I don't know.
Is it spicy?
Yeah, it's like vinegary.
Shiver.
Here, you should be able to drop that one right in. Salty Life 365. I appreciate that. Don't stop making videos. Watch everything you put up. We support you. Hey, I appreciate it. I need all the support I can get. Especially when old Capt and TikTok's around. You never know. Alan F, it's not great. Yeah, I would say that we call it Mignonette sauce or whatever. I don't know. We'll leave that to the French. I'm gonna stick to cocktail in my less civilized state. Oh, we gotta put some hot sauce on here. That's the last one.
That's the only good oysters you got out of it?
I just chucked a few out. What was that noise? Whoa. I think I might have found the best of I'm working here. I think with the Old Bay hot sauce and some cocktail sauce, it's going to be the bomb.com. You heard it here first. The greatest oyster topping sauce of all time, right here. Cocktail.
Old Bay.
Little Old Bay hot sauce. Look at me being civilized here, eating with a spoon.
It's like the holy grail of all oyster sauce.
The holy grail of oyster sauce. Wow.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, you heard it here first. That's for sure. You did hear it here first. Good stuff. Mikey, what's up? Watching from the house, Eck House, missing our oystering days. I don't actually. You might miss them. I don't. I oystered one season. I couldn't figure it out. It was like the oysters would go here and I'd go there, even though the oysters don't move. I could never figure it out. I didn't do it. I went hunting for 10 years and did that, and now I don't do nothing except eat them. Enjoy them. I enjoy them for sure. Got a couple other comments. I made oyster fritters last night. Man, they were good. Oh, man, you're making me hungry. I definitely love. If they ain't raw, I'm eating them frittered. Dipped in some good breading or something. I seen up there the Gerspecks they had. J.O.'s got all kind of like what do you call that or whatever? Like dips or not dip, what breading. They got breading batters, all that kind of stuff or whatever, and it looked awesome. So maybe next time we'll fry up some oyster fritters, oysters. I got one more here to eat. What Old Bay hot sauce rocks. Ben says Old Bay hot sauce batter. Thanks, Griffin. Yeah, takes me a little while sometimes. I was trying to think and talk at the same time, and it just don't work out ever. If that don't make you want to go out and buy a couple dozen oysters right now and eat them, you ain't no crabber. Yeah, there it is. Griffin says Gershbeck's killer deals on fried chicken. Yep, no doubt. Deli meats, salads. We got one up north here too. Yeah, they just opened one up down there. The old Lyres went out of business, and Gershbeck's took it over and expanded it, and it's nice. I'm too cheap to shop there, but man, they got some good stuff. I bought some JO. I bought some. Man, I don't even know. I bought that hot sauce there. Bought, use that for my my non-daily shop. There's old Big A. What you got? Save some for oyster stuffing. That's another thing I was going to do. Maybe next week I'll make oyster stuffing on here. You're right. My grandmother loved it. My grandmother was from South Dakota, and back in the old days, they used to ship oysters out by rail car. And she loved oysters, and she was from South Dakota. So just goes to show you it ain't always where you're from. But oysters kept good and lasted a long time without refrigeration, especially when it was colder in the months of R. Although now we don't have to wait. We can eat them all year round now, because with aquaculture and refrigeration, we're able to eat them anytime. You always want to make sure they're good and cold. Get good and cold, because you don't want to eat Vibrio, because that's how you die. That's pretty good. Good stuff. What do we got here? Sure V83 says 1 pint of oysters, cup of flour, tablespoon baking soda, 1 egg, 1 cup of milk. That's oyster fritters. Huh. I'll be darned. I have to write that down. Go back and I'll have to. Oh, my phone's over there. I have to get a screenshot of that one. Send that to me on the put that on the comments, on the main comments. I'll try it. Cup of flour, baking soda. What's a baking soda? I guess the baking soda is what makes the batter, or makes it kind of biscuity or something. I don't know. Who knows? James says Raleigh, North Carolina here, had a dozen this past weekend from Pamlico Sound. I bet they're good down there. You got good salt and all down there. I mean, oysters, I wouldn't say Chesapeake Bay oysters were the best in the world. It's not like crabs. Crabs, I mean, obviously, Chesapeake Bay has the best crabs in the world. I mean, obviously. But oysters, I mean, they're good all over. You get chink tank, you get a bay oyster, I'm going to buy the bay oysters, support them guys, you know what I mean? But, I mean, if I was in Raleigh, North Carolina, I'd probably go, pick up a dozen at Pamlico Sound. Sounds good to me. Got to use some Kelchner's cocktail sauce. Where's that from? Chris Valentine. Is that from around here, or where's that at? Griffin says, I think baking soda gets it crispy. Like to see that oyster fritter on video. I try to egg wash them and put them in a Ziploc, season flour before they don't turn out too good. Yeah, I don't know. Sure V83 might be onto it. Might be onto it. Ricky, I appreciate that. Never get tired of watching videos. We're planning on keeping them coming. Definitely. We're trying to do live stream every Monday night, 6:30 is the plan, until I got to get back to work. Get to work. So we'll see. Now TikTok ain't on here tonight. He had a birthday party to go to. His happy birthday, Kaya. She turns I don't know 16 or something. Kelchers is from PA. John over here answered the question. Interesting. Yeah, they got some good stuff up in PA. All the meats, all the stuff, all the everything up there. It's hard to beat some of that kind of stuff. I like to use my trusty crab con glove. I did bleach it out good so I didn't get any exotic crab seasoning flavorings into my oysters and be sick as a dog tomorrow. But Ben says Kelchner's might be Amish. Well, then it's definitely going to be good. I was over the Amish market. Let me tell you something. Let me give you a little tip of life. If you're feeling down and it's a Friday, take yourself down there to the Amish market. I go to one down there in Annapolis. Get yourself a pretzel and a milkshake. If you don't leave with a smile on your face and a warm feeling in your heart, you ain't no crabber. I'm going to guarantee that, son. Good stuff. I was down there. I buy them about a dozen. And just don't leave them in your oven too long because then all the butter drips out of them. And then your oven smokes and makes a terrible stink like I had tonight. So raw, fried, or stewed, Alan said. Yeah, that's good. That's good. John, appreciate it. Thanks for loving them. Guys, give us a thumbs up if you ain't had a chance. If you're just getting on, give us a thumbs up. We're eating oysters, and I got cocktail, which is to me tried true, the best way there is. I made this mignonette sauce. If I ain't saying that right, don't correct me. I don't care. Shallots, red wine vinegar, and black pepper. And I don't know. I just ain't into that kind of stuff. Call me crazy. Number one JO, bomb.com, as always, does not have the flake salt in it. This is what you put on everything else. We're going to do a video on what you put Old Bay and number one on everything else. And then a good old Bay hot sauce hunt. I'm going to tell you what, this on chicken wings, it will blow your mind. Blow your mind. Absolutely. I'm going to do a chicken wing video one night just so I can put Old Bay hot sauce on there. Actually, I'm probably going to buy them and bring them and then put Old Bay on sauce on there. Anyway, I can shuck oysters and steam crabs, but that's about it. At least on the, I can barely shuck and talk. You know what I mean? Let alone I'd be over here in the corner burning everything up. I actually, at the time I steamed them crabs, I put too much water in there because I was talking and not paying attention. So that is what it is. We'll do all right. Watching from Rock Hall. John says he's watching Rock Hall. Already had our Oyster Festival here. We'll be getting a bunch for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Yeah, that's Christmas, Thanksgiving are big oyster times. Everybody's, usually eating them. Don't forget the season goes all the way to March. Hopefully we'll get to have a couple more here and there. I'd love to do some oyster fritters. I love them fried, deep fried. Man, they're good on a po' boy or whatever. Maybe mix some shrimp in there. The next live stream may be coming soon. I'm not saying it's next one. I'm going to get some of these Chesapeake Bay shrimp. Anybody's got a hookup on them, let me know. I'm going to get some Chesapeake Bay shrimp. They're coming out of Virginia Beach. Them boys down there are going or catch them, selling them every day. I got a couple lines on Facebook. I try to keep up with them guys. I'd like to get down there, but good luck trying to get down there. Who knows? I don't know. James says he worked a crab boat 2 seasons, 85 and 86 out of Solomon's. Wow. That was some of the heydays, the 80s. At least up here. I don't know about down there. I'm sure you've seen some pretty days though in the 80s. Josh, he's here, but have to go read to the kiddos very soon. Hopefully you're still going when I'm done reading to them. What are you reading? I should come out with a book you can read to your kids. Get to sleep. That's funny. At least I think it is. Dog says he loves crabs, but just can't do oysters. Come on, dog. I feel you. It's okay. They're definitely, it's one of them deals. Kind of the way I feel about soft crabs. I just, they ain't the greatest to me, but I love them. Donald says he ate Florida oysters for 6 years, didn't move back to Pasadena, but live on the shore now. Can't get enough of them Chesapeake oysters. Amen. That's some good stuff. You're right down there. You can get them right off the boat, and man, fresh out the water. It don't get no better than that at all. I mean, it's that's a beautiful thing there. Oh, Griffin says Gershbeck's has them already breaded and frozen. Interesting. I'm gonna have to check that out. Josh is reading about Rosa Parks tonight. Well, good deal. Yeah, I don't read much to my kids. My wife does that. I'm not a big reader. Thought I had another one here. I missed. There's my brother. My brother calling me. Can't you see I'm live? You interrupted my live stream. You got to talk to me on here, Ross. I was just reading something. Only 27 thumbs up. Yeah, we're up 33 now. Give us a thumbs up if you get a chance on YouTube. Like us. I think you can like it or do something on Facebook or whatever. Just helps out things. Keeps things rolling. Again, if you're getting here, we're just eating oysters, shucking oysters. I guess I should do a few more. Try to find a couple big ones here. I like them big. There's a big hook mussel on there. You got Josh up there in Maine. They get them big blue. I think they're blue mussels. I guess they're good eating. I was never a huge fan of the big mussels or whatever. This one obviously wouldn't be big enough to eat, but that's a hook mussel. Jim says no shrimping in Chesapeake Bay. They shrimp Virginia Beach oceanfront. Oh, okay, I got you. But what I'm saying is the shrimp are from the Chesapeake Bay that they're catching. So are they not allowed to go into? We're talking about Chesapeake Bay shrimp. We got an amazing fishery here that nobody knows nothing about. I guess they're not allowed to go across the bay line. Probably they got to stay in the ocean. I don't know. I know I've seen them coming out of Virginia Beach, though. I love to get down there. If somebody's getting some, bring them up. Bring me some. I'll get straight with you. Oh, yeah, Griffins. Yeah. Hey, I appreciate that. If you want a sticker, hit me up on one of the I forgot my drink. Daggone it. That reminds me. Yeah, I gotta get them stickers out. I keep forgetting. I gotta get we call it envelopes. I ain't got no envelopes. I went to look for envelopes. I ain't got no envelopes. So I'm getting on it. I'm finally done. We got all the pots anoded, put away. Jason's retired for the year. And Josh helped the other day. Chris was here. We were anoding away and got everything done. Ready for paint. Oh, that's a nice one there. Pretty stuff right there. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that in 720K or P or 4K or whatever it is. I don't think we're probably that high. That's Broncos Avenue there. Josh says we had the bigger blue mussels. I've never been a fan of them. Yeah, I know a lot of mussels are the green-lipped New Zealand ones. That's like the best, I guess. They got the best taste. I don't know. I eat anything. If you eat it with spaghetti sauce, it's probably good. Mussels and spaghetti sauce. Man, that's good. I don't know what that cocktail sauce does to it, but makes it, man, it's good. Jim said I was correct. I can't remember what I said, but yeah, so you got to be in the ocean, I guess. Probably, I guess the season's closed. There's no season or whatever. I thought they were supposed to open something up for them for the shrimp. I don't know. Ben asked, do I ever eat razor clams? No, I don't know anybody fools with razors. The white clams are good, though. I got sick off of them one time. I got a bad clam, and I haven't tried them since. I wasn't a huge fan. The steamers, the piss clams, the manos, the white clams, most all ours are shipped up north. You can get some here. Our population is so up and down and up and down. And anymore, I think the water temperature is too warm, where we just don't get good sets of them. They don't do it. And you know, we just don't have as many as we used to. I mean, he used to take tractor trailer loads up the coast. Yeah, Josh, I see it. Looks like you have the good fleece line blue gloves that are hard to get now. Yeah, these things, I love these gloves. These are awesome for duck hunting, and they keep your hands warm, super warm. They're not as bulky as the ones with the liners in them and all or whatever. If I find some, I'll buy a bunch of them. I was looking around because I was same thing. It was hard. I'll get a bunch of them. I'll try and get you some. Griffin says they got envelopes at Walmart. You know what? I was at Walmart too and never even thought. I got to write myself a note. Terrible. Terrible, terrible. Nope, this one looks dry too. I missed one of them comments. This looks like a good one here. Clam Walker says, enjoy watching you guys grinding to work on the bay. Our son just started his career in the carnival. No, on a deep cable ship in the Gulf. Much respect for working on the water. Yeah, man, no doubt. That's probably tough go there. I'm sure they see some rough conditions down there. See, that one's dry too. Probably edible. If I post tomorrow, I'm in the hospital or whatever, you know why. It was this one right here. I hate to let them go to waste. Got a little bit of liquid. Yeah, it was all right. I missed one of them. Shoot, now I've done it. Try to catch these comments. Huh. I think my computer's cold. It's like 40, 45 or something out here tonight. Beautiful weather. Getting on to being hunting season. Alan says, have you seen the special pan tray for the grill? Has 12 scallop slots designed for half shell. Put the whole pan on the grill and season as desired. Now, I ain't seen that. I ain't as huge a fan of grilled oysters, roasted oysters. I'd rather have them fried or deep fried or raw. That's how I like them. I don't know. That's just me. Richard asked where you get your oyster knife. This one I got from Maryland Seafood. I think I won it on like a what do you call it? Like a giveaway or something on Facebook, and they sent me an oyster knife and like a fillet knife and something else. I don't know. It's just one of them shorter ones. I don't like the real long, skinny ones. They scare me. I like a little bit, the kind of in between the long ones and the shorter ones or whatever. So I don't know, but good length to me. Donald says he's fishing with Capt and Harry on Wednesday at Deal Island, originally from Pasadena. Pick up a bushel of oysters from Tangier Sound to bring back after a good day of fishing. Yeah, that's some good stuff down there. Them Tangier oysters are really good. Definitely a lot saltier than the mid bay and up this way. Griffin says Cason makes a pretty good bent style oyster knife, and Dexter Russell. Yeah, Dexter Russell, they make good knives, a lot of good stuff. You can find them in a lot of the commercial fishing catalogs, and they got the good I don't know what is not rubber handle, but anti-germ handle or whatever the heck it is, that hard plastic or whatever it is. Eric Smith. Next live stream from Irv's. I never actually been there before. I never made it over there. Love the channel content. Thank you. I appreciate it. James says, can volunteer for a day trip next year. There you go. Josh, they stopped making these blue gloves a year and a half ago, but did find a warehouse or two full of them. Some stores have them, but not many. I'll be darned. That stinks. I know, what is it? Showa took over Atlas and is now making all the other gloves or whatever. So, I guess they just didn't keep making them. I mean, that's a good glove though. I love these gloves. It stinks they don't make them no more. I gave a bunch of them to the guys on the boat. I wish I wouldn't have, because I would have bought them some other ones, because I love these for hunting. You can get a couple seasons out of hunting out of these, and they're nice, definitely nice gloves. Although you can't get them. So, all right, go read to the kiddos. You got to do your due diligence. Keep them going. Alan says, I'll eat them any way you come up with. I'm Forrest Gump when it comes to oysters. Yeah, oysters. I don't blame you. There's a lot of ways to eat them for sure. Jay Nova, did you steal TikTok's backstraps? Now, I took like a London broil and cooked it up, and he was up here. I was cooking it, making it. Oops, I lost the live stream on Facebook. I forgot to plug my phone in. Oh, well. I took a nice, like, steak or whatever, and was cooking it up here, cutting pieces off. I thought he was taking some and eating it. I never knew. And he gets his feelings hurt. I didn't give him no, whatever. I don't care. Rule number 1, leave your feelings at home. See what we got here. Oop. I think we got a good one here. Clam says, sitting at the casino table yesterday with my wife for a date, all I could see a dozen males on a blackjack. I don't know what that means. Anyway, thought I missed one. See, here I'm talking and I ain't paying attention. Got a little sloppy. Cocktail. JO number 1. Ooh, that's good. Wow, that's real good. I never thought about mixing them. I tried the cocktail and the hot sauce. I like to go in that front lip, but it is dangerous. Got to be careful. Take your time. They did clean these oysters up nice for me. There's a good one. Nice and juicy. I don't care who you are. You don't like oysters, you definitely ain't no crabber. I think this is it right here. JO number 1, cocktail sauce. That's good. I need my drink now. Oh man. You can't breathe in deep when you do that. Oh man. Chicken or bunker for the home crabber. I took my breath away. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh man. I breathed in right before I took that. I took my voice away right before I ate that oyster and sucked all that JO number 1 in. Still good. Chicken or bunker for the home crabber. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, some of it depends on where you're crabbing, where you're at. If you got 2 pots on your pier, put chicken in one and LY in the other. I always say to cut them up real good. Cut your fish up, cut into them. You know, open them up so they bleed out real good. The juice, all the juices go out. If you just put them in there, they don't. You know, it takes a while for it to break down. I gave out this tip a couple weeks ago for guys off their piers. If you can get some razor clams, they can smash them up real good. Throw a couple live ones in there, smash a bunch of them up and throw them in and set it off. That's a good catching bait right there. That crushed up clam and all gets drifting away and really, I mean, draws crabs in really good. They don't last long, but if you're fishing off your pier, you're probably checking your pots every day anyway. So it's I don't know. Man, I like take my breath away. Man. Clams at the casino. He don't even know what's going on. He's eating crabs at the casino, and that's funny. He's using all his crab money to go to the casino. He can't do that. Alan King, Jimmy Buffett song says, "Give me oysters and beer for dinner every day." Yeah, it wouldn't be. I don't know about that, but it would. Wouldn't be bad. Old Bay hot sauce. Oh man, PA Native 86. If you ain't got no Old Bay hot sauce, you ain't no crabber. Good. It's real good. Chicken wings. This is phenomenal stuff. I won't even hardly eat chicken wings no more without that. Really, really good. It's not super hot. It tastes more like Old Bay, and you know, it's not like a super spicy or super hot sauce. It's real good. I really like it. I think it's the best hot sauce out there. I mean, it's amazing for sure. Griffin Works says half a perch usually works better than chicken and tracks up my way, Dundee. Just got to rebait more often. Yeah, if you cut them in half, a small, you know, catch and perch off your pier, cut them in half, throw them in a pot. Definitely good bait for sure. So, yeah, definitely the tip of the day. If you put some seasoning on top, don't breathe in right before you eat it. See what else we got here. Another one open. Gotta redeem myself. That's a good one here. There we go. Try not to wiggle too much. I'm jiggling the TV. Looks like a good one. I have a few more left over. I got like 2.5 dozen tonight. I figured I'd have a couple left over. Might make some oyster fritters. I'm gonna try that baking soda recipe. Baking soda. I think. I don't know. Sure V's gonna send it to me, hopefully. All right. Cocktail sauce. Oh yeah. Old Bay hot sauce. Just a dash. Just a sprinkle. And I should put the JO number 1 on first. Might be the tip of the day. Put the JO number 1 on first, then put the cocktail over the top so you don't huff it all in and choke like I did. Or just don't breathe in real deep, one or the other. Oh, man. Get this crazy French stuff out of here. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Cocktail, Old Bay hot sauce, J.O. #1, hands down the greatest oyster dipping sauce you have ever tasted in your entire life. Try it. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. Awesome. 15 minutes says last couple seasons we had a lot of blowfish. You talking about puffers, like northern puffers? They're supposedly good eating. Chicken of the sea, they call them. They usually come up. We see them on the real salty years. I think I had a couple this year. I had a striped burrfish one year. I don't think you really eat them. They're all spiky. But the northern puffers are really, really, really good. Really good eating from what I've heard. I'm never full with them. I know that the meat on them, it looks almost like chicken or something. It's crazy. I mean, chicken to sea, crazy or whatever. Ben says that's a recipe there. Yeah, no doubt. I'm telling you what, try that. That is, I mean, that's the first time I ever fooled with it. But man, is that good? Man, that's good. Just the perfect everything. You got the horseradish, the ketchup, the spice, the Old Bay, and the J.O. Man, I can't even tell you. I can't even put it into words. It ain't often, but I'm short for words for sure. For sure. Well, any last questions, comments? We're going to keep the content rolling. I think we got something coming out this week. I shot a bunch of stuff here towards the end, and got some good stuff coming and rolling along. Try this one night. I bet I'm gonna make some deep fried ones tomorrow. I'm gonna try that on them on a sandwich or whatever. Definitely good. Griffins was asking if the puffers have poison. No, they're not poisonous. They only get them down, I think, in Florida, or I think I've seen them guys in Florida catching them, and where they got the poison sac. I know they're in Japan, because over there they eat them sushi and all, or something crazy. You got it. It's like a special chef that can cut that poison sac out of them or whatever. I guess it's like deadly or something. But the ones around here they're not. They don't have any poison in them. They're just good eating. So that's page 610. Just ask, what is J.O.? Well, let me educate you. This right here is what, if you go to a Maryland crab house, a lot of your crab houses are going to use not Old Bay. They're going to use J.O. #2. Now, this is J.O. #1. J.O. #1 is mostly straight seasoning. J.O. #2 has flake salt in it. That's what makes crab house crabs, and if you steam them yourself with J.O., makes crab house, or makes them crabs so good. Everybody debates on it. This is how I eat them. That's how I think is the best way. J.O. #2. On your steamed crabs, it gets that seasoning in them. It gets on your hands. It gets all over everything. You eat it all. Man, you're making me hungry. But J.O. is a company. This is Balmer, hun, and it's a local company. They're kind of the unknowns. They more crab houses use their seasoning than Old Bay. What everybody knows about Old Bay, because it's made by McCormick's, who's a humongous conglomerate corporation. And let me tell you something. They make an amazing hot sauce. Hot sauce is amazing. Maybe J.O. will come out with a hot sauce. J.O., if you're listening, maybe, just a suggestion. Maybe they already have one. I don't know. I'll check it out. They had like a whole rack of all their stuff. I had no idea they had all them kind of seasonings, spices, all the crazy amount of seasonings and stuff or whatever. It's nuts. So, I don't know. But yeah, J.O. is a Maryland-based seasoning company, and you can order it online. And I wouldn't try to fool with it now until after Christmas, but it's hard. It takes a while to get because all the shipping issues. I mean, you could order it now and have it for next spring, but you can get it order straight from them. Don't get it off Amazon or something, because the prices are crazy high. So you definitely want to order for them. They're in Halethorpe, Maryland. It says Balmer, Old Georgetown Road. J.O. Spice Company. Anyway, that was a long story long. Clam says he catch plenty of puffers off the OBX surf. Good eating, not like the ones overseas. Gotcha. Yeah, I would imagine. I mean, I know in the old days they used to sell, they were called chicken at the sea and something else. I just seen a box. One of the guys on Facebook had it on there. Jay Fleming had it on there. An old picture of one of the old boxes. Sea squab is what they used to call it. Yeah, PA Native 86 says, how's Y River? That's another one. Yep, that's another really good season. I have a hard time finding it anymore. I have to go around, look around up the store there, see if they got it up there. JO's or Y River's really good, and they got a red and a black. The black is amazing. It's a different taste. It's got black pepper in it, more black pepper. Amazing, amazing taste to it. It's a whole different steamed crab experience with black pepper compared to red. Man, it's good. I got to find some. I do like Y River though too. I'm glad you mentioned that. So, yeah, Y River's good. It's just it's hard. It's hard for me to find anymore. Jo, you can buy about a 50-pound box all day long. You know, any of the crab houses all sell it at the crab house and whatever else. So, well, it was a lot of fun shucking oysters, eating oysters, and really, to me, to come up with this new blend, we got the best of all worlds. Jo makes Eagle Wings hot sauce. That's right. I just seen that today too. I forgot about that. Yes, there's a hot sauce that uses Jo. I didn't know. It just says sauce. It didn't say hot sauce. I meant to pick that up and I forgot. I'm gonna try that. I should have. So we got Cocktail, Old Bay, and Jo #1. The greatest oyster flavoring, sauce, seasoning, whatever you want to call it. Amazing stuff. Check it out. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe, like, go to do all the stuff, hit the thumbs up, whatever else. We appreciate it. We're going to keep the content rolling. We got lots of stuff coming. Monday night, 6:30. We're going to try to keep doing the live stream. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. We'll keep the live stream going and keep it going. And just remember, get the word.